Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Charles here, and welcome. Listen, what are you doing? I know you're just sitting there, and you're not supposed to be doing what you're doing right now because you should be doing something different. Now, let me repeat that again. You're not supposed to be doing what you're doing because inner, right here, you're supposed to be out there conquering the world, doing something different. You got that fire in you, you got that inner phoenix in you, and you just can't get it out. Well, listen, I got somebody coming on. There's a special event coming out right now pretty soon that are going to help you turn that fire into big flames. Get it going. So let's go.
Hi, Charles.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. I can't complain.
That's great. Listen, I know people are sitting there and it's a new season, winter's around the corner, and they're like, oh, what am I doing? I don't want to go to work and I don't want to do this. And they know they're made for greatness. They're made to do something bigger and better. We got to help them do that. So what do you got coming up that's going to help these guys get that inner phoenix out of them?
Absolutely. I have a retreat coming up on the 29th of this month, 29th of September for the weekend. And the retreat is all about the permission to rise. It is for ladies who are looking to take their game to the next level. And I'm not there to create it. I'm there to just create space for the women to let their inner phoenix out. What is it that you're trying to birth? What is it that you're trying to create that you haven't been able to because you've allowed fear to stop you? And it's amazing how fear can either enable us or disable us. And so many of us are stuck in our ways because we allow fear to repress us instead of using that as energy to shed what no longer serves us and rise into the fullest, most expressed version of ourselves.
We talk about this a lot. There's a fear there. There's a fear to jump. There's a fear to get going. But this is what this retreat is all about. It's time for you to say, look, I can't wait no more. I got to just try a thing. You need to get out and do it. And this is happening September 29th to October 1st, 2023. Make sure you get involved. Take time off work. Get a babysitter. Do what you got to do to get to this event because it's something that's going to change your life. Tell us, do you think the problem is why people can't just take that first step?
When we play small, especially as women, it's because we've been conditioned to do that. And I'm not talking about looking online and seeing, oh, you're a boss babe and you can have everything you want. I'm talking about really deep down in our psyche. Before we were 7 years old, we heard certain things, we watched certain things around us, and it created this play wheel. And the play wheel in our mind created stories. And those stories kept us small and kept us boxed into other people's expectations of what we should be. My goal is to take what I learned in my life and give you a blueprint on how we can eradicate and excavate those limiting beliefs out of your system, pour a foundation of more empowering beliefs, and then truly step forward and architect the life that we want to create for ourselves. And it could be small shifts or large shifts. It's all about what is it that you as an individual, as a woman, are playing small in this game in life? How do we birth something completely opposite to whatever's been holding you back and keeping you in this small situation that's not allowing you to live your best life?
All right. So tell everybody, how much space do you have? How many people can get onto this fantastic event?
It's going to be small and intimate. So we're having a space for 10. I've got about 6 spots that I'm looking to fill. We're not going past that. There will be future events. But the reason we're keeping it small and intimate is because this is not just let's do some yoga and meditate in the woods. There is some of that. Don't get me wrong. I love my meditation. It's not just playing with crystals or walking and taking in Mother Earth energy. This is about doing the hard work. If you're ready to up your level, if you're ready to up your game, if you're ready to take on the next version of yourself, then you should be with us because we're going to get the hard work done. And then we're going to celebrate together as a team, as a unit, as women celebrating other women in our greatness.
All right. So this, what I'm looking here, it's from Friday from 1 p.m. to Sunday, 8 p.m.
It's a lot. It's a lot of time. I agree.
Right. but you got to get there because sometimes you just need someone to knock on that outer shell, crack the yolk and see what's in there. And it's there. A lot of you guys times you're thinking, I don't know if I can do that. Yes, you can. You need others to help you push to see what's the greatness in you. There's a lot of greatness in everybody. It just takes somebody like you to say, hey, come, let me show you what can happen.
Yeah, let me guide you and let other women also hold you up and support you. You know what? The Tony Robbins walking on fire, climbing a mountain with a tribe, and sitting in 10 days silence in a meditation retreat all did for me. It taught me that we have to saturate ourselves with the right energy, with the right people, if we're going to really make a shift and switch out of whatever our limiting beliefs are. And there's a lot of talk nowadays about how you can just manifest and create the life of your dream. You cannot manifest and create the life of your dream without the work. You've got to put the work in. You've got to understand where your blind spots are. And you've got to look at your triggers. And if we don't look at those triggers and those blind spots and really investigate and rip them open, then we're never going to blow them up and move past them. And that's the only way the phoenix can truly rise, is getting rid of all those things that limit us.
I like that you said that. It takes work. It does take work. You're not going to just snap your fingers and be the person you want. It takes work. And that's why people like yourselves are going to help them, give them the blueprint to get to that next level. And that's what it is. People need people. It's a networking thing to help each other. So make sure, carve out your date. There it is right there. September 29th to October 1st. Give you time to write everything down. Friday, 1 p.m. to Sunday, 8 p.m. It's for everybody. Spaces are limited. Make sure you get a hold of you. Spaces are limited. Now, what's the best way to grab you and grab some tickets?
Absolutely. So on that flyer, you'll see you can reach out to me either on my website at taramyshrall.com, where all the information about the Phoenix and the journey of Permission to Rise will be listed. You also can reach out to me on Instagram at Tara Myshrall Speaks, and through the IWB network, because as you may or may not be aware, IWB is a very important part of my life. I want to give back to all of you women. And for those women who are thinking, I can't afford it, I can't take the time off work, you need to be there more than anyone else. Because if you want to do something and you're telling yourself you can't do it, there's something there that needs to be eradicated, because you're just as worthy as all the rest of us. And trust me, I was a single mom. I was living in a car for a bit. I did build my career from the ground up on my own. So I know what it's like to feel like you don't have anything. But the first step is taking time to build yourself and invest in yourself, and everything else will follow.
I like that you said that. Take the time to build in yourself. And put it this way, what is your self-worth?
This is the question.
What are you worth? Like you're saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You can if you really want to. And that's what it took me a time to learn. If something you really want, you'll find a way.
Charles, there's people who have nothing, right? And they've built themselves up to these amazing things. And everybody looks at the end result, but they forget to see what was the struggle, what was it that person had to go through to get there, and how did they overcome it? At the end of the day, we're all built from the exact same stardust. It doesn't matter. We have a divine right to everything we want to create. The question is, do you feel worthy? And can you eradicate the things that are making you feel less than, so that you can then step in to your greatest version of yourself?
Okay. Listen, let's have some fun on this one. Let's go. We're going to do rapid fire. We're going to have some fun, get everybody to get to know you, and let's have some fun with this thing, because that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, to getting to know each other. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and then I'm just going to throw some questions at you, and you can help everybody out and just have some fun with it. You ready to go?
Absolutely.
Let's go. 2 minutes starts on the clock right now. How do you start your day?
I wake up, I meditate, I tell myself I love myself. I actually put one hand on my bosom and one hand on my stomach, and I give myself a big hug before I even get out of bed. I tell myself how great I am, and then I think about what I want to, do in the day ahead. Then I got to jump in the shower, put on my best clothes, and start to tackle the things I need to get done.
What's 5 things that make you happy?
Love, contribution, spending time with my son, animals, and traveling the world.
What recently thing that you learned that makes you excited?
I learned that the only limits I have are the ones I put on myself.
What makes you nervous?
Not living to the fullest version of myself.
What book have you read or movie have you saw or song that you've heard that excites you?
I would say, oh, that's so much in one. The movie that I've watched that excites me is the one I just watched last night, A Dog's Purpose.
Love it. Love it. Here's the thing. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten?
The best compliment I ever gotten was someone telling me that they were the fullest version of themselves thanks to hanging out with me and me just being so authentic. It gave them permission to do the same.
What's the last thing you've learned that you've carried with you for the whole rest of your life?
That I am good enough and I'm the only one who tells myself I'm not.
All right, here we go. That's some fun ones. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
He said that too quick. Sunset or sunrise?
Sunrise.
And then here's the thing. Last thing, what makes you giggle?
Flirty tickles.
Love it. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business (IWB) is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
Yes. We are back live, and we are talking about the thing you can't miss. You got to go on this retreat. There it is right there. Make sure September 29th to October 1st. We're going to go from Friday at 1 p.m. and we're not leaving until Sunday, 8 p.m. Full. And did I say full? Yes. Full information, full energy. You're going to get it. It says right there, your inner phoenix. I know everybody's got it in you. You just need help to get it out. And that's what she's here for. She's going to help you with everybody to see, what is that little trigger? What is that little trigger to get your inner phoenix out? What was your trigger? How did you get your inner phoenix out? What was that one thing that you said, whoa, I got this?
You know, it's a great question. I feel like many times in my life it's happened. There's been many rebirths, not just one. So one, being able to get out and create a career for myself after feeling that I was lost and I had nothing, and moving from like retail leadership into the tech space. That was a big birthing of something that I never thought I could do. And once I did it, I felt like, okay, I can recreate myself. The second time that I believe that happened was when I moved from hardware into software. And I realized, okay, I've got to recreate myself again. So you have to let go all of the things that just made me feel fearful and unworthy. And then I had a stroke when I was 40, and I had to come back, and I was relentless in my pursuit that I would get my memory back. I'd be able to use my body. I'd be able to be healthy, and that no one would sort of even know that this happened. And so I had to birth that. I had to create that. I had to reject the medical drugs that were being pushed at me and some of the limitations, and really rise above it. And so that's when the Phoenix came out. And then I think more recently, just rising into my femininity and realizing that I can have a diverse life. I don't have to just be a vice president or just be a teacher or just be a writer. That was the most recent. And in that emergence, I also lost a lot, right? My son's dad passed away. I felt like I realized there was still so much love for him, and my worry about my son and how he was going to handle it. How did I manage all of that? Well, I really had to sit in the knowing and release the fears, and then merge as someone who was confident that no matter what, we were going to get through it, because this too will pass. And I think that's when the Phoenix shone the most. But I think she'll come and raise her head again. I don't think rebirth is a one-time thing. The caterpillar turns into the butterfly in this metamorphosis process. But in life, we're constantly going through change. We're constantly having new obstacles. So if you want to unleash your inner phoenix for this part of your journey, I'm more than happy to help you get there. But I don't think it's a singular time it's going to happen in our life. There's many chapters.
Yeah, a great friend of mine, he has a book. It says, "If caterpillars can fly, so can I."
I love that so much. That's great. That's going to stay on my mind, Charles. I like that.
And that's the main thing. You look at them, they're just moving around, but some way they go in their cocoon and come out in this beautiful thing. And that's what it's all about. So make sure you check it out. I'm going to tell you one more time, because I don't want you to say, "Charles, I blame you. There wasn't enough space because you waited too long." Don't wait. Call now. Get the information. There it is, scrolling on the screen. September 29th to October 1st. Make sure you get there. You get there. You get there. Okay, you want the flyer? There it is. Please tell them one more time how they can get in touch with you and get some information and book their spot.
Sure. My email is taramyshrall@gmail.com. My website is taramyshrall.com. My Instagram is Tara Myshrall Speaks. Any of those ways is the best way to reach out.
All right. I'm going to leave the last word to you. Tell everybody one more time why they need to come.
Well, the one thing we didn't touch on is our darkness. We are always so consumed with our light. When you come to this workshop, not only are you going to do work on your limiting beliefs, understanding your fears, but you're also going to learn to appreciate the dark side of yourself, the shadow side, the side that's fierce, the side that will serve you in so many ways. If we just stop equating things to good and bad and love all of ourselves, we'll find space for all of it. And we'll help you work on all your triggers and understand where those triggers come from. So if you want to work with me and another group of fabulous women, please come out. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to spend time with you. And we're going to go deep. 3 full days. You're going to get like a week's worth of content. And don't worry, I'll give you a little time to relax and meditate. Hope to spend some time with you.
I love that. I don't know why, but I love that you said that. Check out your dark side.
We need to, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, when you said it, I was like, I love that. There's some, because there might be a tiger in you. There might be anything, a go-getter that you've been holding back. I think, you know what I mean? Take no prisoners kind of person, but you never know until you call and go on this retreat. So make sure you go. Listen, it's been so fun to have you on the show. It's a pleasure and honor. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to let everybody know what a great event this is coming up. I appreciate it.
Charles, I appreciate you and all the work you do for everyone, including IWB. I love your show. I love your work. And I'm honored that you've given me some space with your audience today. Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, everybody. Like I always say, you didn't have to watch, but I'm so glad you did. But here's the thing I'm going to say again. What are you waiting for? I tell you all the time, it's time to take the next steps. Time to jump. This is a place that you can start right here. Go for it. Give her a call. Go to her email. Go to her website. Send her a message. Tell her, I want to go. I'm signing up. Let's go. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share,